Dean here from SoCal Classic. We're taking a look at some of these bitchin' rides at SEMA. Oh my God, what another great year for SEMA. Hey, we're checking out this green, looks like a 6970 Mustang that's pumped out. Man, I'll tell you what, that motor in there just barely fits in that engine compartment. I really love this design. You know, the Whipple supercharger sitting in there in that big block. Just incredible design work. I like what they did with the back of this car. I'm looking around at it. This is my first reaction to seeing this car, and I'll tell you what, there's not much I don't like. I've seen a lot of this dark brown interior. Seems to be the rage in a lot of custom cars, but I like what they did there. It looks like you've got a lot of room in there. Gotta say, I love everything that they did. I'm curious to see what everybody else says, but those light off-color wheels add to it as well. Hey, taking a look at this Trans Am. I think it's a Trans Am. This green one by Dracon. Wow, this is one bad mofo. Can we still say mofo, Kiel? I think we can. I just said it. The wheels look huge. It's a wide body. It's got kind of the Chris Ashton ruffian, rough-looking wide body. I love it. 1,000 horsepower under the hood. You know, it's great to see these Trans Ams modified. For so long, nobody touched them in the custom classic car world. I'm loving every minute. I love this color combination. It's kind of a dark beige interior. Not too sure about the wheels. Might be a takeoff on the original mags from the Trans Am, so I'm not really too sure about that. But I'm sure they're forged. Wow, huge wheels and tires. Well done, Dracon. I mean, I'm really impressed. Not familiar with your work, but hats off. Okay, hey, now we're on to the Poste Resistance. I think that's French. We're taking a look at this ruffian. My God, this Plymouth Roadster that Ruffian and the gang at Ruffian Cars, headed up by Chris Ashton, is just a mind blower. Chris built this based on some leftover parts, so he slaps in a V12 Viper motor because he had one of those laying around. He slapped in a C6 Corvette frame because he happened to have one of those. It's just an amalgamation of stuff. But what's really cool is Chris had the courage to not paint the car and the body, and then did the wide body treatment that Ruffian's famous for. And I'm really a big fan of just putting on all this graphite around the perimeter of the car. I'm not sure I know what to think of some of the design elements of Chris's, but I'm so busy learning about them. Okay, hey man, we're on to this Roadrunner. Oh, it's a Charger, I'm sorry. How dare I call it a Roadrunner? People are going to get pissed. But anyway, silver, lovely, absolutely gorgeous. I love this idea of a gold engine paint job inside a gray, dark gray, or hot rod. This is just amazing. Upholstery-wise, I'm not too sure, but I like some of these carbon fiber touches in the grille. That's really cool. That's something unique. It looks pretty Spartan in the interior, but I think what they did is kind of pro-streeted that inside of that vehicle. So kind of, I'm soaking it all in there with you, but I do love what they've done with this car as well. Normally, I'm a little more critical of some of these builds, but man, this thing just hits all the buttons. Now we're looking at this 1967 Pure Vision GTO. I think I've seen this one at SEMA this year, and super clean. I'm not in love with the white interior, but that's pretty standard for a lot of General Motors cars in the late 60s and early 70s. They went with a sharp ivory or a beige interior against a bold color like this deep blue. It's almost purple, but it's absolutely gorgeous. That's for sure. And wow, looks like a big block, old school big block. But man, that looks pretty comfy on the inside. Those are some really overstuffed seats. And that's so nice. Hey, now we're taking a look at Dave Kindig's orange Camaro. You know, honestly, there's been a lot of critical feedback of this build. And, you know, I've joined in a little bit. That front fascia, the bumper area of the front of the car, it's pretty deep. It's pretty large, and it's pretty black. And I feel that the large wheels, even though they're custom, just a little bit big for me. So again, great build. I know the quality of work he does. We're taking a look at this Rolls-Royce. Oh, actually, it's a Mercedes-Benz, this green one. Oh my gosh. Ron, who also works here at SoCal Classic, and I noticed this car earlier in the week. We're like, what the hell is that? So this one is breathtaking. I'm not a big Mercedes fan, and I'm not a big four-door fan, but this is really a way to make a frickin' four-door Mercedes bitchin'. Oh my goodness gracious. I don't know about you guys, but this is an eye-catcher. Totally modernized in the interior. It makes it feel like you're in a modern car. Super plush seating, as you'd expect. Awesome. Not a big fan of the wheels per se, but I will tell you, it fits into the design of the car. So when I look in at the wheels, I'm like, nah, but then when you back out and you look at it as a whole design, well done. This guy's looking at it in the dark, out in the garage, it looks like, and it changes colors. It looks iridescent, it looks green, it looks blue. And so, interesting paint, the flop, and the multiple colors, depending on the angle, depending on the lighting that you see in this car. At first blush, you don't see all the amazing details that go into something like this, but wow. That is just incredible. You know, it's one of those cars where you wouldn't think you'd love it, right? But the more you see it, the more you look at it, and that's true with a lot of really high-end builds. You can't stop appreciating what they've done.